Е, Доброго вечора всім. Стандартно? Так навіть не відрізниш, яка частина. Нічого. Неважливо. Тут все однаково. Вели за ручку. Та-дам! Ага. Але на чому ми зупинились? Взагалі не зрозуміло. Окей. Power from beyond. Угу. Ну, давайте чекнемо Владимира. Set curse. I. Швидкість в мене. Прям так. Владимир? Володимир.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Docked. Точно. Стоп, що? Все вже прибрали.
The spanner's torque is what the eye needs now. We'll fix our good as new.
What the hell?
Been washing red here and there all over the station. Grim work. Been poring over the charts, looking for another match. Think this one might just be it.
Підресеті. Окей, дякую.
Never minded the solitude before, but
Окей, добре. One at a time. Я зрозумів. Як тебе справи? Що проходиш? Кіт. Хоч в когось гра не виглядає як кусок. В мене вона не виглядає як кусок, як шматок? Та бути не може. Чи ти кажеш, чи є взагалі тут хтось, в кого вона не виглядає як ге? Ну завжди так виглядає. Нічого, скоро з бета, а хоча, напевно, не скоро, з бета-версії вийде їх DLSS. Буде ще краще виглядати. Правда, там дуже непомітні деталі, знаєш, таке. Принаймні краще, ніж в мене. Ну, ти не робив так. Такий пуш на свій комп'ютер для того, щоб. В принципі, Starfield виглядав краще. В тебе є ноутбук. В тебе є. В тебе Steam Deck ще є, чи ти його продав? І в тебе є PlayStation. В принципі, проходиш потихеньку Вейка. Тому, в принципі, так. Вейк це так. Це. Так, є Steam Deck, добре. Просто люди то продають, то купляють. Я один залишився з консолями, здається, якого там покоління, я вже не знаю. У мене є Xbox 360 і PlayStation 3. Одні з найкращих консолей свого покоління. То така війна була. Оце часи. Я хотів бокс продати, до речі. Але такий дивлюсь. В принципі, якщо продати бокс. У мене PlayStation 4 не беруть. Я вже вирішив по-чесному, знаєш, сказати, типу. Що так, було б добре замінити цю термопасту, тому що я далі лізти в неї не буду. Я її, знаєш, типу, вскривав. Для того, щоб такий подивився. Ага. Це зовсім невідома мені ревізія. І такий, ну його в баню, там стільки тої фігні розбирати, да я забуду, навіть якщо відосик буду знімати, проте. Тобі нормально?
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
Окей.
Do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers.
Security.
Galaxy. Robbing.
Security.
Even the Crimson
Тут
Fleet don't
ексгібіціоніст. Чи можливо він десь падав, а я його облутав? Ну добре.
Mark my words.
Ну, в принципі, так як типу є PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 не потрібна.
They build a monument to the people.
Але є один момент.
But not the people they killed.
У мене особливо PlayStation 4.
Exactly. It's like
When someone insults you,
О, господи, ні.
beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
Well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was cruel. But you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels, understand his pain, accept it, and deliver it not back upon him.
Empathy. You mean empathy? But you say it like it's easy. Like anyone can just
Рина Альварес,
love a terrible person who has been terrible to them.
Теренс.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity peace and war back and forth, like forever? Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something that won't last. Nothing ever
Ти про
really
PlayStation 5? Нову слімку за 17? Ого, нормально.
But necessary. Because you see, everything has changed. God has given us the intelligence, the ingenuity to reach into the stars, to travel his path, to truly find him. But we can't do it.
PlayStation 4 Slim.
The only
Та ні, в мене
way
впадка.
is through unity.
Але другої ревізії.
Ah, yes, Andreas. Yes. Unity. Well, I'm sure you all have other things to do. Thank you for taking the time to stop and talk with me.
Головне її
Has seen
правильно
so much.
презентувати.
I'm really glad I can talk to him when I need to. Are you a member? Keeper Aquilus seems to know what he's talking about. I had this graph jump once.
Окей.
And I don't know. I felt something. Thought I was crazy at first.
Там, напевно, на ресеті непоганий. непоганий бандл.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Ah, Matteo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh, yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
No.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Ага, все-таки знає, що таке Unity. Unity – це найгірший провал Ubisoft. Цей чувак знає про це. Але це була, типу, класна гра. Люди її люблять. Але. Ха-ха. Точно, до речі. Я не заходив. Треба зайти спробувати. Угу. Так, і спробувати зайти на. А, ні, все ще є. Окей. Цікаво, чи пароль збережений. Так. Remember. And... О, господи, аутентифікатор Ubisoft. Що взагалі робиться? Окей. О, господи. Ви серйозно? Мені просто цікаво, чи в мене досі є аккаунт. Ubisoft. Той пароль? Окей, наче він. Єй! Аккаунт є, вони мене не видалили. Чудово. Це вже непогано. Цікаво, а що в мене є? Ну, граю я цю біду. Мені сподобався, до речі, Immortals Phoenix Rising. Але це все, це до побачення. Ні, просто консоль з двома геймпадами. Бути такого не може, щоб до 17, або... Вони чорт знає чим займаються, або там є дещо... Дещо. Скинеш мені просто в Дискорді лінк. Я подивлюсь. Ну добре, можна і так. Я гляну. Характеристики. Дійсно. Немає нічого. Просто ціну виставили, і я не знаю чому. Але це цікаво. Мало б щось ще бути написано для того, щоб продавати за таку ціну. Але навіть... Ну, ніде більше не продають навіть за таку ціну. Це... Я знаю, що це сторонній. Навіть сторонній продавець не може бути ідіотом. Є якийсь... Не знаю. Можливо, якась фішка. Але чогось не бачу. Чому така націнка?
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought, we enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Окей. Тобто, Unity — це не просто єдинство, це назва чогось. Давай.
In my story, the
Розповідай.
pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun,
Арун.
and he gave them each a part of the truth.
Ага.
Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves.
Light.
The rune worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Окей. Добре. Любителі дивних капелюшків. Я знаю, що вони любителі, напевно, поплавати. Зануритись. Подивіться на них. Ці дайвери. More privacy for you. Ей, Андрежа, як там твій народ? Ми скоро, напевно, підемо зустрітися з ними. Oh boy. До речі, за всю гру я так і не зустрічався батьками. Ага. Я кожен раз забував, пропускав, або я не знаю. Всіляке було. Мені все рівно треба... О, господи. Куди я... Стоп. Я за Activities, так? Десь так, все нормально. Oh. Yep, open. Residential district. Треба піти до них. Ой, так буде швидше.
I have things I wish to discuss with you.
Окей, давай.
When you have time.
Давай.
I need you to know how much it means that you came for me. There is no way to properly thank you or to repay you for what you have done. I quite literally owe you my life.
Хм.
As am I. As grateful as I am, it is hard to feel that my life does not come at too great a cost. Thank you. I shall try to remember that. I know. We all know. Losing Sam will be painful for us all. Especially Cora. But it was an impossible choice to make, and it would have been so much worse had you not acted. We cannot, and we will not. We will press on. We will continue our search, and we will learn what these Starborn are trying to keep from us. Now we truly know the stakes are too high to do anything else.
Тар. Чекайте. Я ще не доперевірив. Так, що там в мене? Серйозно? Та ні, бути не може. Серйозно? Я думав, в мене є. Ну, добре. Ех. Ну, добре. Йдемо. Дивився на свій як Ubisoft. Ненавиджу. Окей. Андреж, не хочеш побачити?
What did you need? Yes, of course. I am not surprised you have questions. It is not for the faint of heart, I assure you. To know what the future will bring, what will be not just your fate, but that of all those around you. And yet to have no choice but to keep that to yourself. It is a challenge. But as I have told you, it also fills me with purpose. And that purpose is what guides me and drives me. You might as well just ask me to explain the universe. Here is what I can tell you. The Great Serpent revealed himself to Jinan Barun decades ago. He explained that it was he who had created this galaxy and breathed life into it. And while he had slumbered after his creation, he would return soon. And when he did, those who had served him in his stead would be rewarded, while the rest were cast into shadow. And so for generations, we have prepared for his return.
Угу.
That is not for me to decide. If the High Council summons me home, I will go. Until then, I will perform whatever tasks they ask of me. I am human. Of course it bothers me. But I have a mission. And my mission helps preserve the lives and safety of my people. That is more important than my personal feelings. For all that I have seen and experienced, I have never been as afraid as the day Sarah and Vladimir confronted me. But they agreed to keep my secret. And they have held true to their word. That surprised me, but also gave me some amount of comfort. I know that most would not react the same. House Varun is still widely hated in the settled systems. And that sentiment will not change anytime soon. It is, after all, much of the reason I was sent here in the first place. You know, of course, of our tumultuous history with the people of the settled systems. Few have forgiven the Serpent's crusade. The High Council worries that many would still plot to wipe us out completely. And so we watch. We look for warning signs and we send word back. And it does not help that we are unfortunately still dependent on supplies. Life on the edge of the settled systems is difficult, and no one will formally trade with us. So agents also help oversee deals with smugglers and the operations needed to transport supplies back home. No, thank you. It is good to be able to discuss this with someone. All right then.
Окей. Секунду. Пару секунд, я зараз підійду. Та-дам! О, все, вона вже до батьків.
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor. I'll get the coffee brewing.
Кофі.
My God!
О, господи, це батьки.
You about gave me a
Я
heart
зрозумів.
attack.
Not that we're not thrilled to see you, son, but I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors.
Слухай, обов'язково
Is
вони мають
everything
бути
all right?
такими, якщо ну, я такий, тобто вони виглядають. Обов'язково вони мають виглядати схожими на мене? Ех. Напевно, так.
Come again? Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids?
Yeah,
A
yeah, yeah.
joke?
Yes.
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special. Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things. Hey, if I don't get to sing your praises as much as I like, no one can. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known, I'd have your favorite meal in the oven. And your
Oh,
room is just a mess. Although that's how you left it.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
okay. Always welcome.
Feel free to grab anything you need.
Це моя кімната. Ні, не видно, щоб це була моя кімната. Це моя кімната. О! Суші. High school backpack. Extra capacity, вибачте мене. Backpack note from mom. Окей. Окей. Оце прикольно. Але нехай поки буде тут. Що там? Голосник. Що ще? Здалось тільки що. Це був дивний значок.
Anything good to watch tonight?
Well, there's Silence of the Sands.
I mean, I want to watch it sometime. But I want something light, upbeat.
Well, I made a suggestion. Why don't you make one?
I, was thinking maybe Muzzle and Me?
The kid movie?
What? That little Ashta cracks me up. And it's just cute. It's funny.
You never cease to amaze me.
I've got lifetimes worth of books and videos to occupy me. So don't worry about me. I still can't believe it. Constellation. The stories make them seem so exotic, so, well, romantic almost. How is it for real? You liking it? Don't you worry yourself about that. All your life, you've been just this mess of potential waiting for a chance. Your number's finally been called, and the settled systems had better be ready for you. I've got some news of my own. You are now officially looking at a retiree. Taught my final class last Thursday. The faculty threw me a party and everything. It's too bad you weren't here then. You could have had some cake. I gave it my good old college try. You see what I did there? Enough about that. Anything you want to talk about before you have to go? I mean, stay. Stay as long as you like, but I imagine you're all excited to get to discovering.
I'm not sure if I can keep sending money. А, серйозно?
You know, it's supposed to be us taking care of you, right? I'd like to say we'll pay you back the money you sent home. Well, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. More than you know. Planning a proper, honest-to-goodness vacation. Nothing too fancy. I've been promising your mom a trip for years, and I got no excuses now. Your mother's been sending me links all day about such and such deals and excursions, but it'll be good to get out. Retirement's treating me well, but there are some days I almost missed the classroom. Don't say anything to your mom about this, but she got some work done at Enhance. She keeps looking younger every day, I tell her. Not that I mind. I've been reading. It's good stuff. It's about...
I still can't
I've
get
spent
over
my
you
whole
being
life
here.
in a book.
And it's not even Mother's Day.
Ouch.
So, I gotta ask,
Touche.
is there anyone special in your life?
Yes.
With you being in Constellation now, I imagine you are quite the catch. I knew it. You have that spring in your step. A mother knows. I won't press, dear. Don't worry.
Yes, well, this is getting a bit personal.
I know you didn't live in this apartment long, but I want you to consider this your home away from home. Your bed is always yours, no questions asked. I mean, well, I will ask questions, but you can stay here no matter the answers. No bother at all. Stay as long as you like. Anything you want to talk about, dear? Well, one of your old classmates made junior VP at Galbank. Their father was bragging for hours. Can't wait to tell him about Constellation. Now that we're both retired, you mean? I keep trying to push your father to do things. Dance lessons, vacation, take some courses. I'm really interested in early colonial art. But he's just happy as a clam reading in his chair for hours. Wants to know the history of every little thing. It's nice to have time to do both, though. Talking
Where's
with
the
you has
tissue paper?
made my day. You don't know where that is?
I
Окей.
knew where it was.
Добре.
Top shelf of the pantry. But it's not there anymore.
No, I
Добре.
moved them to the bottom shelf
Я зрозумів.
ages ago.
Андрежа.
How
Ми
do you
валим
expect-
звідси. Що за? Куди воно, Андрежа? Ага, це такий ліфт. Прикольно. Все. Light in the darkness. Power from beyond. Це 100% треба буде. Коли опинимось, так. Talk to the house on enlightenment. Це десь тут. Серйозно. Окей. Це краще. Вона буде тут валятись просто?
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Туди? Я можу туди прийти? Я б хотів. Бачите? Туди пройти.
Problem?
No problem. It's a prisoner. Okay. Hello.
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
Правда?
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Few are willing to accept the truth, but at least he has reached out to you.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
It is no greater than any who truly serve the Great Serpent.
The knowledge of the Great Serpent sweeps away all concern. There is only his inevitable return, and those he will spare. Nothing else. You wish to speak of the Keeper's pilgrim, do you not? I will tell you of him, and then you will leave. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan. The unbeliever says, remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
Здається, це ті Тарборни приходили.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Then we are done. Leave me.
Okay.
We have nothing more to discuss. No, I have told you what I will. Everything else is between me and the Great Serpent.
Ну таке. Окей.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Not enough flight traffic yet.
Тобто все знаходиться прямо тут. Угу. А я все рівно туди прийшов, так, я так розумію. Ну так, вчора мене сюди водили.
You look like you need something, yeah?
Hello.
You doing okay? I know it's been a rough week. I've got no...
We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food banks. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
We understand that you are busy, but this might be important. Anything you could tell us would be helpful.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of 2 what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Окей. А може я сюди заглянути? Цікаво. Ох, йо-моє. Ну, цікавий, напевно, квест якийсь має бути. Окей. Hello, bro.
Nice talking to you. Hope you find whatever it is you're looking for. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need. We started as an intellectual movement built around atheism. As our numbers increased, we began focusing on humanitarian efforts and showing what humanity can achieve when we work together. Perfect. It just so happens there's a task I need help with right now. Indeed. Sometimes it just works out that way. People with mutual interests seek each other out, and by working together, we achieve something greater than ourselves. As for the job, I need you to pick up a man named Tahir over at the medbay. He's recovering from some injuries and needs assistance getting back to his apartment. I'd like you to pick him up, grab a bite to eat, and take him home.
Ага. І не кажи. Так, подивимося, що там. Скину. Ну так. До речі, Алфа, привіт. Вибив 3 зірки?
In one of the poorer districts, near where the children play soccer. Take him that far and he should be fine. Tahir is prideful, and I don't want him to feel like you held his hand. You just nudged him in the right direction.
О, чекай, дай я гляну. О! В тебе є нага. Чорт. У мене нема. Ненависть. Нічого. Може, колись вдасться.
I'm afraid not. Even after you're healed, it takes time to recover from something like this. Most people have family and friends to lean on, but Tahir has no one. On top of that, he's a young and prideful man, so he won't accept help from UC security. Great, you'll find him over at the medbay.
Okay.
He's probably hungry, so after you pick him up, escort him over to Kay's. She should have a meal ready for him to take home. And thanks.
Okay.
What's with the staring? You need something?
До речі, а ти хто?
If you got anything valuable on you, keep it close. Never know what might happen down here. Why do you want to know? You with security? It matters if you're talking to me, hotshot. I'm not some goody two-shoes. Actually, maybe I've said too much already. Never mind. I actually am a goody two-shoes, okay? Are you kidding? Take a look around. You're in the... Only good thing down here is Kay's house. Best cooking in the settled systems. And let me tell you, I know my food. But I can't even go there anymore because Kay banned me for bad behavior. Me! Can you believe that? What a load of crap! Yeah, well, newsflash, buddy. I don't like anything about you either. In fact, I dislike you with such conviction that I'm inclined to fight you right now. What do you say we go 10 rounds? Right here, right now.
Так, це було дуже дивно. Але в мене не вийшло, хоча я все зливав, що міг. Дуже дивно. Байнс, до речі, я хотів вибити. Так, це дуже дивно. А Red Hood хто хоч добив до 3 зірок, чи ні?
Yeah, well, luckily for you, I actually hurt my hand when I was punching some other assholes' lights out. Doc says it'll take a few weeks or months to heal. Yeah, we'll take a rain check. But once my hand heals, you're done for. You're kinda creeping me out here, bud.
Не знаю, з кроликами мені повезло, тому що я їх так, в принципі, вибив, але потім ще десь, здається, 2 рази просто так нуар прийшла. Просто так. Тому в мене в кожній по них по 2 зірки.
Oh, are we still talking?
Ось таке. Ого. Ну, я вибив 3, в принципі. Я думаю, чи треба мені поверх брати, чи ні. Скоріш за все, ні. Якби, якщо ти не можеш добити до максимуму, то краще, напевно, більше 3 зірок овер не робити.
I don't need your help. I can walk home on my own.
Suit yourself. But if you get lost or end up in a cell, don't blame me. I tried to help.
You need something? Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the soccer nets are? My apartment's in the same area. I got a bad case of the brain fog, and I can't seem to remember which way to go. Really? Is this some sort of scam? I'll have you know, I got no creds.
Ал 2D? Це що таке? Про... Ні, ну я не доб'ю до кінця. Це типу... Ти маєш на увазі... Так, анімовано так. Але це треба до максимуму добити, це... Ні. В мене, в принципі, не вийде. То я, в принципі... Навіть не буду поверх брати. Анімовано.
Not yet. I'm actually starving, but I think I have some canned goods at home. Andy, sing. Well, if I'm gonna owe anyone, I'd rather it be the house than the UC. All right, you win. Seeing as I got no one else, Might as well roll the dice with a stranger. So, go on, lead the way.
I'm so nervous. What if they say no?
Він біжить нормально.
Everyone's welcome.
Nice to
so
see
long
a
as you keep your
fresh
hands to
face
yourself.
around here. Do you know why
Understand?
this place has stood for so long?
Trouble in here.
I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit. I've got it right here. Is this for you to hear?
Well, I don't have any credits, so...
Then you're good. I already talked to Andy, and this one's on the house.
Thanks, Kay.
You're welcome, kid. It's just good to see you alive and well. You know, there was a time when you'd be in here every night.
Things change, Kay.
I know. Believe me, I know. And I get it's hard to come out here, but just... don't be a stranger, okay?
I'm sorry. I'll try not to.
Good. I'm glad we got that sorted. Here's the soup. Be careful, it's a little hot.
Окей, ідем.
Ah, here we are. Home sweet home. At the end of the day, home is home, even if it's a bad one. But thanks for the help. I probably would have found it on my own, but it would have been a chore. Oh, right, the soup from Kay's. Man, it's been a long time since I had a warm meal. You might say that. Before I got hurt, I used to stop by Kay's every night for a soup and a sandwich. It didn't matter how bad my day was, or how empty my pockets were. As long as I had my food and my beer, I'd be good. All that weight would just wash away. And to be honest, I haven't felt that feeling in ages. Until now. So, you doing this for me, it means a lot. Thanks. Likewise. I don't have a lot of connections around here. Not anymore, anyway. I appreciate meeting someone I can call a friend. Thanks.
Та-да! Окей. Ми завершили цей квест.
They're always about a million things to do.
Такий звук, я вже подумав, що знов тривога. Hello, job's done.
Welcome. Thank you for helping Tahir. Hopefully, we don't exactly pass around an offering plate, if that's what you're asking. But we do run mostly on donations. And as you might have guessed from the surroundings, we try and stretch those donations as far as we can. Take care.
Трошки пропустив. Ой, вибач. Чекай. Може мій новий друг? У нього є для мене завдання нове. Мені цікаво. Here?
I'm not great with directions, even if I wasn't recovered. Thanks for bringing me home. Guess not everyone here is out for themselves.
Yep. I guess so. Найкраще місце, напевно, в Нью-Атлантісі. Достатньо аутентичне. О, цікаво. Там нічого немає. О. Тут є сейф. Лохер. And nothing else. Вибачте. Я... Що за... Серйозно. Не хоче. Ну добре. Прийдеться скористатися найкращою функцією у всіх іграх. Fast travel!
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. Is something amiss?
Тобто, стоп. А, to the keeper. Окей. Hello?
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories? Like
Nope.
you thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn?
Ну, в мене трохи інші почуття з цього приводу, Халфе. Спочатку вони її порізали. Для того, щоб люди почали нити. Підняли хайпу, підняли галас. І потім вони, типу, її хопа і бафнули. я б сказав, повернули те, що
If you have
було.
questions, I'm happy to try
І
and
всі
answer.
задоволені.
But you do have to actually ask first.
Ну, знаєш, спочатку треба придумати проблему, а потім її типу вирішити. Непогано. Здається, так вони і зробили. Трошки штучно підбурюють. Ну, таке. Ти потрапив в топ-3. Ах ти жопа. Я закинув цю ідею потрапити в топ-3. У мене якраз не було цих 2 юнітів про цих сестричок.
Was there something more on your mind?
Але так.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
Але я був насправді недалекий до 3%. Міг би й додавити. Але так було лінь. Так що я закінчив на 4 і... ну його.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Але вона, коротше, піпець анбалансна. Халфе. Це насправді проблема. Я боюсь, що вони можуть ще порізати. Можуть ще передумати. Тому що це якийсь піпець. І нічого не кажу, я задоволений. Я задоволений, Халф. Мені також нормально.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified? It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the Pilgrim searched for?
Could it be that somehow natural forces like gravity are, what, a side effect or a function of something greater at work? Interesting.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Okay. Indum 2.
I
Подивимось.
would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Окей. Давай, поговоримо.
It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories. Thank you. That means a great deal to me. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems. There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, I established relationships. They were not of the promised, but I considered them friends. Yes, I have found that to be true. It was, and is, still a surprise. You must understand. I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the Great Serpent do not matter, for they are lost. Their fate is fixed and grim. And yet here were these men and women with hopes and dreams, delights and aversions. It felt like a small betrayal of my people, of House Varun, but I cared for my friends. And then I lost them. It was, in ways I did not understand at the time. And so it has bothered me ever since. It was so sudden. We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo. And zealots appeared in force, seemingly out of nowhere. There was barely time to react. So many were cut down immediately. I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately. But I left them all behind. Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since, I have never looked for them. No, maybe. I don't know. It all happened so fast, and I've had so much time since then to replay it in my head. Wonder if I should have done things differently. In my time getting to know you, I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what became of my friends. My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone, to be there for them. And I can no longer live with not knowing. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. I do not know what we will find, but I know it will be easier with you at my side. Thank you. That is... I'm sorry, I am not used to someone being so considerate on my behalf. I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Aquila City. That is where I last saw Aaron Bascom.
Окей. Чудово. Rich Aquila City. О, блін. Ну, о, господи. Бачите це? Ой. Там далеко. Це ФСР. Hello.
Are you a member? Aquilus has seen so much.
Ага. Так, місії, будь ласка. Ну, ми можемо піти сюди. Давай. Show one map. Jump. Подивимося спочатку на це. Що там? Що за матеріал? Непогано. Мені подобаються ресурси на цій планеті. О. Science Outpost. Ось це, так? Pilgrim's Rest. Окей. Landed. Навіть сканувати не буду. Цей дробовик мене, певно, вб'є колись. Що тут на планеті? Берилій. Всяка фауна. О! Life Science, Pilgrim's Rest. Ось там. Тут є кактуси, цікаво. Це алюміній. Берилій. Вау. Дай просканю. Не видно. Чоп. Ні, не воно. Ну, давайте швиденько туди підемо. О, no. Я хотів сказати, що я попереджав, але я не попереджав. Ні. Тут нікого нема? Ей, привіт, Геймбокс. Радий тебе бачити, як в тебе справи? Файно. Це добре. Hello. Anyone here? Pilgrims writing 5. Купив на Олексію якоїсь жіночки диск з МВ3, щоб грати в онлайн за 1500 гривень. Жесть. Ну, це твої походеньки. Нормально. Купила своїй дочці МВ3 і Міраж Асасін. Блін, як це можна повірити? Ну, хіба що її донька дуже крута? А їй не сподобалось, чому цікаво? Напевно, колда вже не та. Там, чи щось таке. Ось і донька, їй не сподобалось. Ти не став купувати Міраж за 1200? Правильно. Віддавати гро... А, в принципі, ця копія вже куплена, так чи таке собі. Здивувався. Моментально почав дзвонити до неї. Добре. А, ви Олекс не відповідали. Ну це зрозуміло, таке буває. Люди забувають про це, про цю функцію і, в принципі, не відписують. А іноді навіть телефон не ставлять. А запросив фотки диску. Піпець, скільки роботи заради тебе було проведено, і фотки диска. І час на те, щоб тобі відповісти. А ти Фома невіруючий. Дай прочитаю цю штуку. Окей. Pilgrim's computer. Unlock personal room. If you came seeking the right answers, you will know what questions to ask. А. Окей. Pilgrim Final Writings. Oh. Laser damage. До речі, скіли треба розподілити. Outpost Engineering? Ні. Як locked? А, в мене немає. You can research experimental. Стоп, ну в мене вже воно прокачане. А що ти хочеш, щоб я? Craft 10 common or uncommon manufactured. Ну, я зроблю це. Мені треба. Бляха, я такий радий, що більше не граю на ПК. Не потрібно думати про якісь налаштування, виліти і все таке. Так, але було б дійсно добре, якби ти купив її на початку її циклу. Так би було б відчутніше. А то зараз відчувається, що ну, воно, в принципі, оптимізується для нього, але менше з тим. Достатньо вже застаріле, але це дуже приємно. Я розумію, що тобі все одно, ти отримуєш стабільний експірієнс, і в тебе, в принципі, все добре. Я також радий за тебе, Gamebox, що ти знайшов практично себе. Розумію. В тебе все добре, стабільно, і не треба практично майже нічого обирати. Я дійсно радий за тебе. То нічого. Ти залежність в мене була. Це дійсно залежність. Ти намагаєшся. Ти знаєш, що воно може бути краще. Що в тебе є вибір. Іноді вибір. І твоє знання того, які можуть бути можливості, наскільки може бути краще. Це тягар. І заспокоїтись буває важко. Коли ти не отримуєш максимум, або це тебе не задовільнить. А тут в тебе мало вибору. В тебе стабільно все класно виглядає. Тобто, зачекай, тобто в тебе з фрі. Ну, в мене також з фрі-рола падало, але. Тобто, в тебе всі три, чи ще поверх одиничка? Тільки ти в безпеці, це добре. То в мене тільки на одну покупку тікетів. Треба зберігати до Нового року. Спробувати. Насправді, тільки спробувати. Ого, в тебе 1К їх? Вау. Майже. Так, геймбокс, про ту гру, де дівчата, так. Угу, про те саме. Насправді, геймбокс, саме зараз найкращий момент, щоб повернутись, якщо ти встигнеш. Це прям. Це топ. Це ж річниця гри виходить. Святкування річниці, і це піпець. Так. Любиш такого типу ігри? Не бійся, вони тебе також. Де просто потрібно щось фармити? Ну я не сказав би. Чи там потрібно тільки щось фармити і нічого більше? Коротше, не моє. Ну ти же не знаєш. Ти ж тільки макнув пальчик туди. І грав на... І що? Недостатньо грав. Ну добре, це насправді добре, що ти не граєш. Не затягуй, то я й не затягую. Єдині люди, хто тут грає, в принципі, це я і Хал. І все. Забий. Я просто знаю, що ти грав, і подумав, може тобі буде цікаво. Тому що зараз найкращий момент повернутись. Прям найкращий. Так, дай я в місії гляну. Окей. Civilian Outpost. Science Outpost, хочу туди. Знайомі байтять? А, зрозумів. У тебе вже є знайомі.
If you need to harvest any organic materials, now would be the time.
О, так тут Science Outpost нормальний з людьми. Oh no. О, ні, я не хочу тоді сюди. Мені це не потрібно. Окей. Ого. Нічого собі далеко. Ну добре. О, господи, ти грав танки. О, ні. Це все гірше, ніж я думав. О, господи. О, ні. Хлопче. Я сподіваюсь, ти зліз.
Beginning landing cycle.
О, господи, ні. Оце нікнейм. Вони ж не будуть мене атакувати, так? Виглядають не дуже. Ти серйозно? Не бий його, я сам приб'ю. Хедшот. Все, ти в безпеці. Стоп, ти також хочеш бити мене? Не дуже хоче, добре. Жесть, геймбокс. Ну нічого. Зате ми тепер знаємо. Нічого страшного, всі свої, у когось. У всіх було таке. Воу! Оце мені подобається. Ого. І тепер мені якось треба туди дійти. Добре, я спробую. У мене є навіть. Як тут? Скіли. Не ці скіли, інші. Так, що там? Оця кнопка, так, окей. Ну, майже. Нормально. О. То були дивні часи. Ти потім ще, напевно, казав, що ти там. У тебе нік змінився, ні? Угу.
Clearly some connection to the creatures in the area. What could it mean?
Декілька раз. Угу. Сподіваюсь, вони не будуть нападати. А. Так, треба щось зробити. Чекай, чекай. Ага. Воно? Мені не треба підходити. Окей. Зроблено. Більше не треба? Ну, добре. Цікаво. Тепер треба йти звідти. Гайден або МГС-3? Ймовірно, тому що я любив таке. Але це вже потім, коли я... Ну, почав по своїм улюбленим іграм ходити. Напевно. А МГС-3 це як вже назбирав, напевно, на плату захвата. Плата захоплення, вибачте. Це так. Ну і Гайден також, до речі. Так. І Гайден також. Це вже після того. Чекай. Сет курс.
It's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
Серйозно?
I can speak for myself.
Міссарі?
Constellation ship. You weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us.
Okay.
I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
Okay.
Ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want. Not a bad description, actually. We'll explain when we meet. In person.
Okay.
Let's just say they're very dedicated to stopping me from getting the artifacts. So if you don't trust me, well, they're your next best bet. I know your encounters with our kind have not been pleasant, but we are here to talk, and you deserve answers.
Угу. Якщо що, я всіх там переб'ю.
Good. See, we can all get along. For now.
О, це піпець. Тепер ми зі Старборнами будемо. Док. Серйозно? Тебе там док? Окей. Ну, найс.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Порт. Це буде піпець. Ого, досвіду дали. Hello.
Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise. Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We're all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
So, I gotta say, this part is more awkward than I thought. Hiding my face was way easier.
What the hell? Навіщо ти це робиш? This is some kind of cruel trick.
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the launch to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
Unity — це мультиверс, окей.
I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your launch because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once.
But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Oh. Oh. Окей. А це обов'язково Ауреліус? Акуліус. 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 Фу. Неважливо.
You mean yet? Go through the Unity 1,000 times and you'll gain a better perspective. I have hopes for you. Higher hopes than the other members of Constellation. They all end up like the emissary.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides. Bingo.
I want a truce. Between all three of us. I will give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine. Or the Hunters.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Коли ти вбив бога друга.
I'll tell you everything I can.
Ну добре, треба поговорити з ними. Так, дайте хвилинку. Взяв кудись повіявся на самому цікавому, так? Буває.
I'm sure you have more questions.
Yes, I have more questions.
It is not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us? Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays the same. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me. You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way. When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn.
Тобто все веде до переродження. Ну, найс, зациклували світ. Цікаво. А що ти, жопа, скажеш? Правда? А ти?
The Unity is meant for whomever can get there. Don't fall for that talk of worthiness. Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it. I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you. To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this.
Тобто все пішло не по плану, і він...
Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, hacking through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
Було б добре, якби з кожним НГ плюсом вони дійсно би щось змінювали. Щось принципіально. На рандомі. Щоб було багато якихось моментів, які... Просто Хоча... Ні, це було б цікаво. А з іншого боку, люди б шукали потрібний рол. Цікаво. Блін, але щоб таке підготувати. Щоб була якась цікавість проходити НГ+. Вони, напевно, таке не реалізували. Це було б дійсно цікаво. А так ти сам просто обираєш собі перки і таке.
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge. No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's a bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
Окей. Виходить, мені треба просто зараз піти. Цікаво. Pilot Seat. Можу засейвитись. Мені цікаво. Лен. О! Я думав, все, впаду, до побачення. О, можна глянути? Я хочу глянути, що у тебе тут. У тебе тут пустувато. Це піпець якийсь. Нічого цікавого. А де стаж? Нема? Може це? Не це. У тебе навіть ліжка немає. Де? Пустовато. Well. Nope. Won't gonna happen. А я навіть не можу атакувати. Я натискаю тригер, нічого.
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there. You must discover for yourself.
Я був вже на місяці.
To open the way. And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
Окей. Ого, стільки квестів надавали. Повернись туди, поговори з тим, зроби те.
Indicators are green. We're free.
Непогано. Так, що нам треба зробити? Так, давайте спочатку. Ні, не Power from Beyond. Ну так, сюди буде краще. The Lodge.
Is the city meant to inspire or intimidate?
Intimidate.
Perhaps it depends on your reason for being. I may not quite enjoy New Atlantis, but this is much better.
Чого мої родаки тут роблять?
This is history.
О, господи.
Look at this.
I assumed it was all right to let your parents in here, but maybe they shouldn't stay for long.
Я також так
You
думаю.
sent home? Well, it means a lot to both of us.
Бляха. Це піпець.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye.
Що?
You know.
А,
To Sam.
так, точно.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Окей. Так, 5 днів треба запам'ятати буде. І краще просто побуду тут. Привіт, Джелі.
Hello there. Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity. Wait, say that again? Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean what I think you mean.
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail. I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes. Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation. You're right. We have to see the unity for ourselves.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
Привіт, Тарасе.
Sorry. These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn. Catch a smile out there.
Статтю. Яким чином? Ти ж її скинув вже ще в 21:57, а я тоді вже стрімив. Потім прочитаю. You need a ship with a grav jump range of 21 light year to reach your destination. Grav jump range is influenced by the ship grav drive and ship mass and your astrodynamics skill. Окей. Зрозумів. Не все так просто.
Thank you for helping me out with the artifacts.
Я не здивуюсь, якщо там написано, що GSC набагато зашкварніші, ніж нам здавалось. А. Окей. Тут є щось погане. Так. Це що? Search Station. Це що? Light and Dark. Nadia Move Us. Це де? Давай глянемо. О, це тут. А, тільки в вересні? І тільки зараз про це стало відомо? Ну, якщо продав, то значить там нічого продавати.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk.
Так, чекай. Що це тут? Так, в мене досі той квест, ясно. Я не туди пішов. Цікаво. Ну, оприлюднили, потім по-тихому все зробили. І куди вони хочуть, щоб я пішов? Окей. Я в цій локації не був. Найс.
Do you have a story for me?
I am glad there is still a reliable source of news in the settled systems, though. It often travels
Welcome to SSNN, where the
significantly
news
slow.
never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
You are the best! We spend hundreds of hours digging into stories, sorting the lies from the damned lies. Then David performs a 2-minute segment and wins an award. Who'd have a problem with that? Sounds like you know him personally. Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you work, really work, for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things. Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me? You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left, the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true? I'd say I'm surprised, but this is my total lack of surprise face. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang? You did what? I mean, you're well spoken, but a hostage negotiator? I'll do some research and make sure that checks out. These things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt? That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye. Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
О, дякую. Можна
You have
ще
another
історію?
story for me?
Captain Patrol Ship. Окей,
Back to
чекай, мені треба розповісти про це.
If you have a new story for... I already interviewed an ex-pirate about the robbery. But she was as reliable as good coffee around here. So you were there when it went down? What were you doing there?
I was the one robbing him.
Why do I get the feeling you're often in that situation? Tell me about this Captain Petrov. I've heard he's a bit of an eccentric. What was your impression of him? I would have loved to have seen it. I'm sure it would make a good story right there. No one seems to know exactly what was stolen, but everyone agrees it was valuable. Care to shed some light on it?
A giant golden statue of giraffe.
I don't blame you. Last question. About, and I'm quoting, a zoo gone wild. The other source swore up and down that alien creatures got out of their cages and went on a rampage. Please, please, please tell me she was telling the truth. It's got to be some Aurora-induced hallucination.
100%. 100% correct.
You mean besides the ratings? I just want to live in a galaxy where eccentric millionaires have out-of-control zoos. But, just give it to me straight. Zoo. Fact or fiction?
Це 100% правда.
Some days, it is worth it to get out of bed. I love it. This is just a plain old good story. Check the newsfeed for it later. And here's your payment.
Thank you. О, мені платять за брехню. Господи боже мій, як добре. Але це була прикольна брехня. Сподіваюсь, мене не оштрафують за це потім. Так. Мені треба, напевно, на якусь планетку піти. Для того, щоб було цікавіше, треба знайти якусь прикольну силу. Set course. Please. I do wanna know. О. Відчуваю себе депутатом, коли платять за брехню? Так. Прямо. Уф. Привіт, як Додзі. Доброго. Депутатом саме бути, напевно, не важко. Саме депутатом. А от стати це вже завдання. Навіть якщо ти став депутатом, перестати бути ним дуже важко. Хіба що ти сам підеш. Якимось чином. Ну, насправді, кожного з нас, напевно, був шанс бути в Раді, тому що це саме той шанс, коли набирали практично всіх. Розумієш?
Yeah, what is it?
Excusez-moi.
Треба щось таке. Що в мене багато ресурсів. Ну. Окей. Добре. Прийдеться тоді зробити це. Та-дам! Що я там? А, точно. Чекай. Костюм, здається. Так. Глянем. And... Що там? Identity що? Це якийсь матеріал, якого я не знаю. Вау. Що там? Монопро... Щось там. Так, а тут... Окей. Десь в мене щось тут ще було. Explorer. Constellation, навіщо? Так. Більше немає такого шилдінгу, так? Це дійсно все, в мене більше нічого такого немає. Тільки хеві треба десь. Дивно. Ну таке. Explosive shielding. Ну оце мені потрібно. Стеріл щось там. Я таке крафтити, напевно, не зможу. Я навіть не знаю, що це. Але це щось. Я навіть не знаю, що це. Поки ні. Але мені потрібен захист від цього. Вже давно. Справді. Так. Це закинути. Куди мене хай буде? Блін, це таки не протестив. Стоп. Тут ще ж було так щось, що я не протестив. Ну так. Ну, напевно, таке саме, як і все інше. White butter. Чудово. Нехай так. Так, це Space Suit був. Тепер тут глянемо. Тут я, звичайно, нічого не можу зробити. А тут, що я тут зробив? High powered and... І це Hornet Nest. Це пець. Cluster Mini Explosions. Яке робить дуже бобо. Typically non-lethal. Ну, я не впевнений насправді, чи варто це було б робити. З. Чекайте. Я ще хочу перевірити, що в мене з дисплеєм. Та ні. Оце дивно. Окей. Так, скільки коштує? О, не дуже. Але я взяв Armor Piercing. Хай буде так. High Power. Скільки коштує High Power? Да не дуже. Насправді.
The stock versions are never quite what you want, are they?
Yes. Так. Barrel. Я завжди використовую по іншому, але мені потрібна снайпа вже давно. Так, щось там було. Давайте на Кодаму глянемо. No laser? Буде. Marks enemies while aiming and greatly increase accuracy. No. I need this. Таке. Гріп. Speed means speed. So. Це все, що можна А, ні. Grendel. О, точно Макшер. А, це піпець. Що? Та ні. Лазер, є. Ок. Окей. Це був кращий вибір тоді. Increased fire rate. Я зрозумів. Не впевнений, що це був кращий вибір. Не впевнений, треба глянути. Pretty much the same. Я сам взяв Armor Piercing, а є щось. Explosive Rounds. Ну добре, нехай. Не бачу більше нічого, що тут можна зробити цікавого. Ти ні, ти не можеш. Так. Насправді треба вже закінчувати. Сидівся я трошки. Таке. Ну що ж, дякую всім за. Так, я зберігся? Я зберігся. Моя параноя мене доконає. Дякую всім за перегляд. Гарної вам ночі і, як завжди, бережіть себе. На добраніч.